In this video, I will show you how to use a job estimate generator that I built in Google Sheets. So the purpose of this template is that it could automatically generate a job estimate template, and then from there you could create a PDF and then review that PDF and then send that PDF to your customer via email, and then send a copy to yourself as well. And you can do this as many times as you want. So if you're interested in this template, please check it out on my website or on my Etsy shop. So if you purchase this on my website, it'll be a 10% discount. So check out the link in the description. So just a final note, this item only works with Google Sheet, and if you purchase this item, you must allow Google Scripts. The scripts are what automate all these processes, so you need to allow scripts, otherwise it would not work, okay? So how this template works is that you can start out by putting your company information. So you enter your company name, phone number, email, and then your company website. So all this information here, it will flow to this template on the top, and then all this information at the bottom here, you just need to hit create estimate and a box will pop up. So it'll pop up right now, and then you just enter in your client name. So I already have some of this pre-populated, right? So you can enter in information, but I'm just gonna pick this so it'll be easier. So you can enter in any estimate you want, and then estimate date, right? You can pick when's the estimate date, when's the start date, and then when is the completion date. And here you can put the scope of the project. So let's say we're doing a remodel of a kitchen, right? You can put more or less. So this item here, so you can do kitchen, and then here you can say demo, and trash removal, okay? And then quantity, maybe it'll take you, I don't know, 48 hours, and then your rate would be about $500, right? So you can keep adding items if you want, and then you can add other information. I'm just putting example here, right? So you can put like 10 quantity and maybe like $55 an hour as an example, right? And here's the adjustment. So if you want to give your customer any discount, you can put a negative amount. So let's say $200 discount, and then sales tax, let's say it's 10%. So if it's 10%, just put 0.10, okay? And then payment terms, you can put as much terms as you want. So if you put 20% due at contract signing, 40% or 4% due at product midpoint. This is just pre-populated data that I've had in, but you can enter whatever that is appropriate for you. And then once you're satisfied with this, you can just hit the submit estimate, and all those data that you just entered, it will populate over here. So you can see we put kitchen remodel, kitchen description here, quantity, unit price, and then it'll tell you the total. And here me just inputting data so you can see how it flows over, right? And then here, whatever we put in the payment term, it populate over here, and then you can see it automatically total the amount you enter. The adjustment, if you remember, we enter in $200, and then the adjusted total is just this minus the 200, and then the tax rate we enter in 10%. So 10% of this 24,000 is 2,435, and then it gives you the estimated project total down here, right? And then once everything looks good to you, you can generate this PDF, and then you can review that PDF. So it takes a while, maybe about a few seconds. And then once it finished generating, this box will pop up, and then you can click on this preview your estimate PDF. Right, so you can click on this, and this is a PDF, so you can see it looks very nice and beautiful here. You can download it as well, or you can print it out. And then there's an option that says open in Google Docs. I have done that, and it just looks really odd. But the purpose of this is generating a PDF, right? So you can see what it looks like, and this is the PDF that will be sent to your customer. So if that looks good to you, then you can exit out of this. And then what you can do is enter in your customer email. So for example, I'm just going to pretend that this is my customer, and you can put the subject line as estimate attach, or you can do your estimate. Maybe that'll be better. Right, and then you say, hi, Maha, attach is your estimate. Okay, so you can just put any description here or your message. So if you want it to also send you a copy, You can also click on this button here. It says send me a copy, and then just put your email address. So I'll put my other email address, right? Okay, so once that looks good to you, right, then you just hit send estimate. And just once you hit that button, right, just give it a few seconds, and then you're going to see this estimate sent successfully. Then you can hit OK. So I just want to note, when you click on this, right, and then you enter all your data and whatnot, don't hit send so many times, right? Because it takes a while for it to register, right? Like you click send and you see like for a few seconds nothing happens, right? And then after a while there's a notice that say, hey, it sent successfully. So I don't just don't be impatient and keep hitting this box, because if you do hit the send estimate a few times, your customer will get it a lot of times, right? So just hit it once and wait a few seconds, okay, for a notice to pop up that says it's sent successfully. So I want to show you what it looks like when you go to your email. So right here, right, it sent one to the customer, right? It's whatever I wrote, your estimate, right? And then here it has the estimate attached for the customer. And then as you remember, I asked it to also send a copy to me as well. So let me close out this. So hopefully I can move this over. So, oops. Oh. Let me try it one more time. I don't know why it didn't send me a copy. Maybe I didn't put my email correctly. Attach. Right. And then send me a copy. So just make sure I sent myself the correct one. Yeah. So hit there. Send estimate. So just hit it once and then let it be. So that okay. So yeah, I think earlier I just didn't enter in my email correctly, my company email correctly. So as you can see, I did it again, right? So one, it sends to the customer, which is the Maha templates Maha right here. And then the other one is the other one I enter in where I wanted to go to my other email, right? The Everreach Craft one. So you can see here it got entered in. It was sent to the Everreach Craft as well. And you can see it sent a copy of the estimate. So basically that's how the template works, and I hope that you find this useful. And if you decide to purchase the template, again, please check it out on my website and on Etsy. And again, this only works in Google Sheet. If you have any questions or concern, please reach out to me, and thank you so much for watching.